What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah. For me, you are sure if Mourinho lost the final, he would pull off such stunts. The handball probably, if you gave that penalty to United for Grealish's handball inside the penalty box, I think this could have also been given, even though his arms were to his not too far from the body, but in the current rules, I think that could be a penalty. I was surprised it wasn't after seeing the replay, because initially I could see he was holding his arm close to his body, but we have seen those given. And yeah, so what happened after the match was not pretty, but we know Anthony Taylor is not a great referee. And then if Mourinho complains about such a referee, we could understand, like, yeah, this could have happened. There were some controversial decisions, but then it's Mourinho, and this is the first time he has lost in a major European final. And he threw the silver medal to the fans. And yeah, so I don't know, like I'm sure even if there was no controversy in this, Mourinho would have created a controversy after losing. But in the first half, Roma played really well. Second half, Sevilla came into the game, and then there is something that the Madrid's fans call, what do you say, pedigree? What do you call it? Legacy? Not even legacy. Madrid DNA, something like that. They say, right? So Sevilla has that in them. And that is what that got them through eventually. Um, Even the goals that were scored, and even the penalty, it was a good match to watch. But I wanted Roma to win because Sevilla had a lot of trophies already, and for that Roma side to win a European trophy, like the Conference League is another story, but Europa League is something bigger. And with the spending they had 6 million spent, which is unimaginable. In the Premier League, there are clubs which have spent what 800 million in January transfers. So it is mind-boggling um, what the gap in terms of cash flow is in the top leagues. Yeah.
Yes. So currently, comparing Premier League transfer windows to other any other league is you will always get that difference. So yeah, but apart from that, as you mentioned, would you think this is a good season for Roma? They finished sixth in the league. This was their best chance to get into Champions League. How would you rate their season?
If they had got the cup, or if they had gotten into top four, then it would have been a good season. This season, I'm sure Mourinho would be disappointed, and that's why he said, "My players deserve more, and I deserve more." That is a shot at the owners for not providing him enough players. I think there were a lot of injuries. To be fair to Mourinho, Abraham was injured a lot. He was limping across the field at at one point, in even in this match. Then Dybala came in, and he was the only person who was scoring for Roma. They struggled to score goals, and I think that's why eventually I think they would be disappointed that they didn't get into the top four or win the cup, because at one point it was looking as if they would like get into the top four easily, but then they lost out at the last run. Yeah.
Yes. So just to complete it, yeah, as you mentioned, the only bad part was whatever Hose has done in the previous. Nowadays, you can see everything and the way fans reacted at the airport as well, which was not very good. So can't say exactly it was due to Mourinho saying that, or whatever was the result, it would have happened any which ways. So yeah, but like Jose Mourinho has to now consider that whatever he does goes out in public and people will give reactions. So yes, apart from that, an interesting final, as was mentioned, a lot of good chances for both the teams. Roma had the better chances, but Sevilla made a lot more chances. And as we mentioned, it went into penalties, and yeah, Sevilla, who has been dominating in the Europa League, won it. So yes, so let's move